for minors fleeing violence and poverty. I spoke with Congressman Eric Swalwell about the issue. He's on the Homeland Security Committee and last week attended a field hearing in Texas. He blames that 2008 law for complicating matters and wants parts of it repealed.
What is happening is the smugglers, or coyotes as they call them, go to these small villages in Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador. They promise the parents that the children will have safe passage through Mexico and then receive safe harbor in the United States. And the parents pay them anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 to take their children.
Why the influx?
The influx, I believe, is directly related to economic and personal security instability in those countries. Those three countries have the highest murder rate in the entire world, and there's no economic opportunity right now there. So the parents, faced with few choices to provide for their children or to keep their children safe, are turning them over to these smugglers.
It seems like we need a long-term solution here, border security and immigration control, and also a short-term solution.
In the short term, we must change that 2008 law and give more discretion to the border agents so that they can look on a case-by-case basis whether this child has a family member they can go to in the United States, or if we can have arrangements with Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador to send the children back.
Applying pressure to these countries could be dicey. What would that look like?
Well, we provide trade incentives already to these countries, foreign aid to these countries, and so I think using diplomatic and economic measures is the first option that we should explore. Also, again, we can't ignore that Mexico has essentially given these countries a green light to pass their children through Mexico and into the United States.
Let's talk about the situation right now in Murrieta. We have protesters not wanting these children to be taken to their city to come to a processing facility.
Right now, because of the 2008 law, we cannot simply send these children back. And I believe that's the misconception that you're seeing in places like Murrieta. You see all these signs, send them back, send them back. If only it were so easy. I think it's very short-sighted to just put our head in the sand and say we're not going to help other states who are in need, especially when you're dealing with children.
Talking about the broader immigration debate, we don't seem to be close to any sort of a compromise in Washington, D.C. about how to secure our borders. What will it take to come up with something?
Speaker Boehner told the president last week at the White House that immigration reform is dead and that he will not give a vote for that this Congress, which is unfortunate because I think we can address security on the border and what to do with the 12 million undocumented individuals in our country through policies. This is not an issue of us not being able to catch the children. In fact, it's just the opposite. The children run to the border agents. So doubling the border agents on the border would only double the amount of arms that receive these children. And so I think we have to do this in a smart way, not just put more boots on the ground.
It is really